I'm Diego Sanchez. I'm a midfielder for India 11. And I also play with the U19 guys here at the India 11 Academy as well.
Well, Diego came to us, I think when he was a U14. Reached out, wanted a tryout, brought him out here. I think it was actually on that field right there. When I saw him play for the first time, he came out, and we didn't have the most talented team. It was a team that was struggling a little bit more, and looked at him and said, well, this kid will make us better.
For me, I just figured like it was time for me to take a bigger step in my soccer career, like trying to go find a different level, more exposure. Like at the club level, I believe that like, yeah, it's good, but here there's just much more levels and ways for you to get out in certain ways. So I talked to my brother, talked to my dad, my family, and I was like, yeah, I think it's time to move on and try to take this bigger step. Growing up for me was a little bit of a struggle, you know, as my parents aren't residents here or don't have papers or anything. You know, it's harder for them to provide for us in a couple of ways, but I was a good kid. I mean, everyone has their bad side as a kid, you know, doing their little, you know, annoying the parents, doing their own stuff, you know, but I love soccer. I love playing soccer since like I've grown up. Since I was born, I've literally had a ball like right next to me the whole time. And as well with my dad, just watching him play soccer when he played, we would go to his games all the time and just watch him. And I mean, soccer was always around for me, so I always stick to soccer, and that's what I love doing. For me, it was actually pretty funny because my older brother played as well, so he was already started like organized soccer, like club soccer, and they would want me, like they would try to get me to play, but for some reason like I just didn't want to play like in front of people. I don't know what it was, but like sometimes they would ask me to play and they'd catch me like hiding off like behind like the bench or something, not wanting to play.
You know, a lot of times a kid comes in and right away you have a feeling on where he's going to project to be. Diego Sanchez, when he first walked in the door, there was no thought this kid could be a future pro. This kid could be one of the top prospects coming up out of our academy. But he wasn't scared. He wasn't timid. He stepped on with, you know, we almost wonder if it was an arrogant confidence about him. Not that he was arrogant, but that, or maybe naive confidence is a better way to put it. But he was never afraid, never balked an eye, went out, worked his butt off, and he's really flourished.
This has got to be Diego Sanchez territory with that magical left foot that he carries.
Sanchez, and it's Torres. This will be Sanchez to take this on. Oh, what a goal! He doubles the advantage for Indy 11. That is brilliance from the 16-year-old.
That feeling was insane, man. Like even the goal, like when I was running to the corner flag, my whole body was just numb as I was just running. I was sprinting as hard as I can, just sliding, and then the guys just coming picking me up like that. That was one of the greatest moments, and especially winning that cup too with that special team we had. I think that was one of my favorite memories that I've had.
Indy 11 USL Academy champions.
His name is Javier. He was in the Army. He was a good guy. He would always, any room that he would walk into, he would light the room up like with energy. You could just feel his energy when he walked into a room. He would always be there for someone. Like it didn't matter who. Like even if he didn't know you, he would try to be there for you, try to talk to you. But yeah, it's been hard. Like still, even to this day, just thinking about it, just realizing that he's still gone, you know. But I don't try to look at it in that way. I try to look at it in a positive way. It's still hard, man. It's still like something that you still can't process. Even how, like, no matter how much time you get, like, it's still something that's always gonna be there. Like, something you're never gonna like be able to really get over. So I just try to work around it, try to be positive about that, and just try to make them proud, you know. I've learned like a few lessons, just like even about myself, just about like how strong like I could be, or like, you know, like lessons like even within life, like, oh, like you really never know when something's gonna happen, so you gotta take full advantage of like your life. Like you gotta do everything that you do each day with like everything that you have, because you never know. You really never know. And the same with the family. Like always talk to your family, hug them, like make sure you tell them you love them, like keep your family close, because you really never know. One day something could just change and one day you're just gone. So I mean, I just love playing soccer, so I just try to be happy out here. Basically, if any problem I have whenever I step on the field, just goes away. So that's the thing I love about playing soccer, and the thing about stepping on the field. I can have any problem in the world, but once I step on the field and lace those boots up, it goes away.
Good? Good? Yeah.
How you doing?
Good,
Doing
yeah.
well.
Okay.
What a production.
I mean, obviously, it's a lot of emotions right now. I had a loss of words, to be honest with it, but I'm glad that it's finally come, you know. I've been working for it for quite some time, putting a lot of effort into it, a lot of time, and I'm just glad that I'm able to put the pen to the paper and make my dream come true, you know. I couldn't have asked for a better family to be behind me, you know. I know that they're always gonna have my back. It's been amazing. They've always been pushing me to be better on and off the field, you know, a better person. We're just gonna keep pushing for more. We'll see what this career does. I'm not gonna say too much on it. I'm just gonna put my work in, let my field work do the talking.
I think that's one of the things that we're trying to produce is more trailblazers. We want all the kids in the academy dreaming big. And as they get older, those dreams might settle down and become a little bit more realistic with where they are and what the next step is. But the U12, the U13, the U14, we want them dreaming of being professional footballers and breaking through here at Indy 11. So it's fantastic to have Diego continuing down that path, because he's just like guys before him fueled the dream that he's now pursuing. He's now fueling the dream for the next generation coming up behind him.
I mean, thank you to all my coaches, all the players, all the teams that I've been on. It's been a journey, and like I said, I'm happy to be a professional soccer player, man.